Hello, NBA fans. Every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I ask for your help by subscribing to the channel and giving me your thumbs up. Luka Doncic stated that he enjoys playing with PJ Washington, who is with the Dallas Mavericks, and it would be interesting if the Lakers signed him. PJ Washington is a solid player, a good defender, a good rebounder, and a natural scorer. Lakers' path to reuniting Luka Doncic with PJ Washington is about to get easier. PJ Washington signing a new extension would make it easier for the Lakers to match salaries, value. The Los Angeles Lakers have every reason to consider trading for PJ Washington and a limited number of sufficient resources to complete a deal under the current circumstances. Washington will make an expiring $14,152,174 before entering unrestricted free agency in 2026, and the Lakers' best bet at matching that figure would likely underwhelm the Dallas Mavericks in trade negotiations. With a contract extension seemingly looming, however, Washington could soon be paid at a figure the Lakers will have an easier time matching with quality value. Los Angeles's potential interest in Washington would be founded in a simple reality: he and Luka Doncic produced incredible results during the 2023-24 season with the Mavericks. Unfortunately, matching Washington's current salary comes with the challenge of failing to measure up to Dallas' on-court valuation of their dynamic forward. According to Mark Stein of the Stein Line, the Mavericks are expected to sign Washington to an extension, likely in the realm of the 4 years and $90 million he's soon to be eligible for. Houston's Kevin Durant remains eligible for a 2-year deal worth nearly $120 million with his new team, but the next notable on-deck signee could well be the Mavericks' PJ Washington, who becomes eligible Friday for a new 4-year deal just shy of $90 million. League sources tell the Stein Line that an extension for Washington is likely. Contrary to what one might think, this development actually makes it easier for the Lakers to acquire Washington during the 2026 offseason. Lakers can make a stronger offer for PJ Washington after extension. It's easy to plug in names and numbers into a trade machine and thus determine that a deal can be struck. For instance, under the current set of circumstances, the Lakers could complete a trade of Dalton Knecht and either Jared Vanderbilt or Gabe Vincent for Washington. While the financial numbers would line up, the hurdle in coordinating that deal is convincing the Mavericks that it'd actually be worth their time. Perhaps Dallas views Knecht in a bright enough light that they'd be willing to take on Vincent's expiring contract to bring him aboard. It's also possible that they're interested in acquiring Vanderbilt and utilizing his defensive versatility to their advantage. With Vanderbilt's extensive injury history and Vincent due to become an unrestricted free agent in 2026, however, it's feasible that the Mavericks would decline the offer. Washington is a high-level player who played a pivotal role in helping Dallas reach the 2024 NBA Finals. That includes a stretch of 3 consecutive games with at least 20 points during the Mavericks' second-round win over the number 1 seed Oklahoma City Thunder. Washington proceeded to average 14.7 points, 7.8 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 1.1 blocks, 1.1 steals, and 1.6 three-point field goals made on .453/.381/.722 shooting in an impressive 2024-25 campaign. PJ Washington reuniting with Luka Doncic could resolve multiple issues. Washington's value is multifaceted, with the athleticism to play comfortably above the rim and the shooting range to stretch the floor. He's also a skilled passer, a versatile defender, and a proven pick-and-roll threat who thrived when playing alongside Doncic in Dallas. In the event that he signs for the aforementioned figure of 4 years and $90 million, the Lakers would have multiple options to reunite that duo in Los Angeles. While the deal would likely be either front or back-loaded, suppose Washington has a first-year base salary of $22.5 million for an extension that would kick in during the 2026-27 season. There's a realistic outcome in which a sign-and-trade of Rui Hachimura for Washington could be negotiated. Los Angeles could also create a package of players such as Knecht, Jake LaRavia, and Jared Vanderbilt, thus offering Dallas an opportunity to create an infusion of depth. Draft compensation would likely need to be attached to the latter deal, but another quality player on a team-friendly contract would certainly sweeten the pot. It's also worth noting that Los Angeles's cap situation could be transformatively different in 2026 than it currently is, thus expanding its options further. An extension would undoubtedly delay the process of the Lakers trading for Washington, but come 2026, it could result in a deal being far more realistic than one might think. LA Lakers' plan to trade for Luka Doncic was predicted. Mavs fans' nightmare became a reality. The Dallas Mavericks likely won't ever move on from losing Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers. Despite the Atlanta Hawks originally drafting Luka Doncic with the third overall pick in the 2018 NBA draft, he was traded to the Dallas Mavericks on draft night. For the next 7 years or so, Doncic dominated the NBA while wearing a Mavs jersey. Evidently, the fanbase expected Luka to retire as a Maverick. However, on February 1, 2025, Nico Harrison shockingly traded Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers in exchange for a trade package centered around Anthony Davis. Kevin O'Connor reported Luka Doncic to LA Lakers in 2024. While Doncic was officially traded to the Lakers in February 2025, rumors about the move surfaced back in August 2024. NBA analyst Kevin O'Connor reported on the Ringer podcast that the Lakers were eyeing Doncic as the next face of the franchise once LeBron James retires. I've reported on this podcast and on the Ringer how they have their sights set on Luka in the future. We'll see if that works out. Dallas just made a finals. Dallas is looking better than ever with their supporting cast, O'Connor said. He added, that may not work out, but the Lakers by not trading their future picks clearly are still thinking long-term at this point. They're not going all in like you might expect many teams to do with James. Well, in a matter of a few months, O'Connor's report turned into a reality as not only has Doncic been traded to the Lakers, but he has been handed the keys to the franchise. What Dallas Mavericks fans thought of Luka Doncic to LA Lakers rumors. At no point in his career did Doncic hint at wanting to be traded away from the Mavericks. And why would he, after leading the Mavs to the 2024 NBA Finals, right? As a result, Mavericks fans laughed at the report, unaware of the nightmare waiting for them just a few months in the future. The Mavericks will give Luka the whole state of Texas before this happens, one fan wrote. While another added, pretty sure Mark Cuban won't let this happen. Quit making stuff up for clicks, a third fan stated. He's got Kyrie, why would he leave for a poverty franchise, a fourth fan added while taking a shot at the Lakers. The only way that happens is if Luka is a part owner of the team, a fifth fan proudly predicted. At the time, the Mavericks fans' reaction was justified. But right now, Doncic is a member of the purple and gold while the Mavs had one of the most troublesome seasons in franchise history. Insider urges East contender to make blockbuster LeBron James trade. LeBron James has let trade rumors swirl around him this offseason after it was pretty clear he wasn't pleased with the fact that the Los Angeles Lakers have decided to start building around Luka Doncic. James is still a very good player, but he is 40 years old now. It makes sense that the Lakers are starting to build the franchise around Doncic, as he is one of the best players in the league. Because of the perceived unhappiness of James, one insider believes that one Eastern Conference contender should make a move to trade for him. Insider believes the Knicks should approach the Lakers about a LeBron James trade. Christian Winfield of the New York Daily News believes that the Knicks should try to make a move to acquire James from the Lakers. He cites the fact that the East is weak as a reason to make a move now. The East is wide open. If the Knicks land LeBron, they instantly become the favorites, Winfield writes. A big three of James, Brunson, and Towns would rival Oklahoma City's trio of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Williams, and Chet Holmgren as the best in basketball. Of course, the Lakers would want a haul in return for James if they ever decided to trade him. James has a no-trade clause, so he would have to approve of any trade. New owner Mark Walter doesn't want to be known as the guy who trades away one of the best players in the history of the league, so that doesn't seem likely. The Los Angeles Lakers likely will not trade LeBron James this season. James has never been traded in his long, illustrious career. He has waited until free agency to change teams, and that's something that he's proud of when it comes to his legacy. It's highly unlikely that changes at this stage of his career, when he only has a couple of years left of playing anyway. If he wants to leave Los Angeles, he can do so at the end of the year by opting out of his deal. This past season, James averaged 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 8.2 assists per game. Stephen A. Smith gets real on Lakers title chances in 2025-26. The Los Angeles Lakers have had an eventful offseason after being knocked out in the first round of the 2025 playoffs by the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Lakers have signed DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, and Jake LaRavia in free agency, and Stephen A. Smith spoke about their prospects for 2025-26 during an appearance on Gil's Arena. "The Lakers are title contenders," Smith said. "I do not think by any stretch they're favorites. I think J.J. Redick did a hell of a job last year, and I think he's a damn good coach. J.J. Redick has proven to be a great hire. That brother can coach, and I'm happy he got it. Having said that, I don't think they have the personnel to upend Oklahoma City, a healthy Dallas squad," Smith stated. "Kevin Durant's in Houston now. So if you got him with Amen Thompson, who I love, Alperen Sengun's still there, they could do some things. And they weren't even the ones that knocked them out. It was Minnesota who sent them home," Smith added. "And Ant-Man's game ain't going anywhere. He's going to continue to elevate. It's not that they're a bad team, they're a good team. I think their depth is a question mark. I think they need another legitimate scorer. And I think that there's about at least 4 teams in the West better than them." The biggest question mark about the Lakers heading into the 2024-25 season was head coach J.J. Redick. Redick had never even coached at the high school level, and it was a huge risk to give him the job. The gamble did pay off, though. Redick led the Lakers to the 3rd seed in the West with a 50-32 record, which was quite impressive. Despite that early playoff exit, it's safe to say now that they have a good head coach. As for the roster, well, Smith's point about needing an additional scorer is a bit of an odd one. The Lakers did struggle a bit on offense against the Timberwolves, but that's not really a major concern at the moment. The Lakers have LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Austin Reeves, all of whom averaged over 20 points a game in 2024-25. You'd expect the likes of Ayton and Rui Hachimura to hit double digits as well, so another scorer isn't a need at the moment. What is a big need for the Lakers is defenders. They have looked to address that by bringing in Smart, who won Defensive Player of the Year in 2022. He has struggled to stay healthy in recent years, though, and they need to pray that the injury bug stays away. Even if Smart is close to his best, the Lakers don't have enough great defenders, as team insider Jovan Buha pointed out. Buha stated teams like the Oklahoma City Thunder, Houston Rockets, and Minnesota Timberwolves have better groups of defenders. He thinks the Lakers need to find an upgrade, and we put together a mock trade that sees them get a quality perimeter defender. As things stand, though, the Lakers look like a team that could potentially finish 4th in the Western Conference next season and make the second round. The Thunder, Rockets, and Denver Nuggets look like the best teams in the West, and you wouldn't fancy the Lakers' chances against any of them in the postseason. Lakers make signing to bolster roster. What does it mean for LA? The Los Angeles Lakers have made the news official. They have brought in yet another former 2024-25 Dallas Maverick. After it was first reported weeks ago, LA announced its signing of free agent 7-footer Kyler Kelly this week. Kelly played sparingly for the Mavericks and New Orleans Pelicans during his 2024-25 rookie season, as a then 27-year-old, averaging just 3.3 points on 63.6% shooting from the field and 60% free throw shooting, 3.5 rebounds, and 0.5 assists a night. The Tick's Alex Subers taps Jalen Hurts, Kevin Hart for boardroom. Terms of Kelly's agreement haven't been publicly divulged, but Mark Stein of the Stein Line reveals that it is a training camp deal. Los Angeles now has 21 players under contract, the maximum permitted, heading into training camp. Kelly actually spent most of his time last year with the Lakers franchise, albeit LA's G League affiliate in El Segundo, the South Bay Lakers. Across his 32 contests with South Bay, including 27 starts, Kelly averaged 11.5 points on 68.2% shooting from the floor, 7.3 boards, 2.4 rejections, and 1.5 dimes a night. Kelly joined the Lakers on a G League affiliate contract to kick off the 2024-25 season, before joining the Mavericks on a two-way deal in January. Dallas waived him in March, and he inked a 10-day hardship exception deal with the banged-up Pelicans in April. Before that, the former Oregon State Beaver had suited up for clubs in the G League and international squads in England, the London Lions, Canada, the Calgary Surge, and Denmark, the Bakken Bears. He returned abroad after his Pelicans tenure earlier this year, playing for Italian team Pallacanestro Trieste. Kelly has plied his trade for the San Antonio Spurs Bagel affiliate, the Austin Spurs, the Toronto Raptors G League team, the Raptors 905, and the Boston Celtics G League club, the Maine Celtics. What is Kelly playing for on this deal? More likelier than not, Kelly will be angling for another G League affiliate deal, or striving to be signed to the Lakers' third and final two-way slot, alongside returning center Christian Coloco and shooting guard Chris Manon.